we are saving to someday retire. And along the way, we're going to have lots of little milestone savings accounts and funds that we're going to talk about here in a minute. And those are going to help us get there. But there's long-term goals out there that, one day you're going to be living off your savings, right? And I know several people that are retiring, last year, this year, next year, and they're all behaving kind of the same way. They're all reacting the same way to this idea of, I'm not going to earn an income anymore. I'm switching from earning an income that pays my bills to now consuming all of my savings that I've worked so hard for the rest of my life. I'm just going to slowly consume that money. And it's a hard thing because they haven't really been thinking about it, obviously, throughout their lives, and they haven't prepared themselves probably appropriately to make this change and conversion mentally and emotionally into now interacting differently with their money. Now they're not going to be putting it away. They're going to be taking it out. And that's a scary notion. But what if you didn't put it away to begin with, right? So what if you never took this step? What if you didn't get this savings portion right and didn't take the intentional steps to put the money early and often into those savings programs, into those accounts where it could grow and accumulate over time? And that's really what we're talking about. And that's why we think that saving really is the definition of success.
Exactly right. So saving for emergencies, saving for retirement, maybe it's saving for college, maybe it's saving for a down payment on a house. You're a dynamic person. The way you spend your money is spent through many different categories. We want you to save for those categories as well with some of the topics I just shared.
Yeah. So when we talk about saving, right, we're not just talking about retirement. We're not just talking about saving for a new car or repairs on the house, the emergency fund. It's all of those things, right? It's everything that you're going to, anything that is not a regular monthly expense, right? Any purchase that you're going to make that's not part of your regular monthly expenses, that becomes a savings goal. And it may not be a big one, right? We're not talking about retirement now. We're not talking about buying a house. Maybe we're talking about replacing, you shared that you'd be replacing a car someday or making a vehicle purchase. And you've got a fund established that you're saving toward that future purchase. That's a fairly large goal. But what if it's something small? What if you just want, a new TV? And so you start saving for that new TV. This is a savings goal. You need to put money intentionally into a savings account little by little until you can afford to make that purchase. And you'll build those little funds within your budget program so that you can afford to make those purchases over time. And if it's long enough, you may even be talking about investing that money, right?
Yes, absolutely. So you hit the nail on the head. We have to start with creating goals. And we've talked about creating goals in the past. We often talk about it in every episode because it's just that important. It's that crucial to your overall financial health. So you set your goals for your household. Donald mentioned one that we are saving for currently, and that's to buy a vehicle next spring, summer 2024. We are actively saving for it so we can do so by cash flowing it. Once you've identified your goals, what you want to save for, now it's the fun part. What are some tips, strategies that you can do to maximize those savings?